Hi everyone, let's paint together today this beautiful mandala 20 centimeters beige pearl. So I will describe all colors and this will be in description below. So marks already made every 30 degrees and 1 centimeters. And I'm making this central dot with art creation pearl white. And first line of dots, it is made with custom made color. It's Light Mocha and metallic paint pearl. But from my experience, I may say maybe just used just Light Mocha because you see consistency not that great. It's just my suggestion. So second row we are making with this beautiful also DecoArt Almondine. And as you see, these dots we place in between previous row dots and trying to not touch each other as usual. Coming back to 3D drops and placing row of drops on a marks line, as you see, in a cycle, and with tiny thin tool making small tails between dots of previous row. And this simple trick gives you the opportunity to use the space between dots and making this a little bit more like interesting and combined 3D drops and just regular dots that we are making. Next row we are making exactly again with this, I'm making with this custom color, but as I said, maybe just use Light Mocha. So I'm making, you can see it's between the lines big dot, and with again the same small tool I'm making like tails just with the paint and give it some kind of a base for next row. And as you see, if you think that it's a little bit flat or you don't like it, just add a little bit paint on the top as I did, and this will give you more like visibility of all these details that we are adding. So moving forward like that, you can place all dots together and after that just make these tails to the center of mandala. Next one, with the same color, I'm making small dots around. So central one is a little bit bigger. Just use the small tool 1 millimeter or 1.5 millimeter. So first on the dot I'm making a little bit bigger, just placing paint again a couple of times on the top and just walk around these dots like that. With small or middle-sized brush, not too big for sure, and the color is I'm using again Almondine, and I'm making strokes as you see on the video, just round. If you need to just add a little bit more paint. I'm moving like that around. If you are not sure yet in your strokes, in your details, just wait until previous rows are dried out. In this case, when you are moving with strokes and something not happened for you or you don't like a fact, you just can remove paint in this case. So just wait until the previous row just dried out and making your strokes, make your moves. And as you can see, it's so beautiful colors. Actually, I decided to make a series, so follow for more, and I will use different color even of dots. Maybe add a little bit experiment with even these light colors to get another effect. So just so delicate, so gentle, just amazing. Literally like a pearl. And next stroke I'm making with also DecoArt Toffee. Yeah, I was like deciding where to start, and I decided to go a little bit lower than the previous strokes. And as you see, I'm making small like petals for these flowers. That's why we need a small brush to feed everything. And immediately when we added another color, another tone, it's playing immediately, it's changing our picture, making it a little bit more interesting. And again, if you're not sure in your strokes, just wait until previous rows of paint dry out. Just don't rush, take your time and enjoy painting, and obviously enjoy the result. Look how beautiful it is. And moving like that around. Again, coming back to our 3D drops, pearl white. And again, on the lines, on the marks, I'm making middle size drops and moving towards the center. Again, with tiny thin tool and making such tails. So this will be the base for the next row of flowers. So using almost the same pattern with a little bit different details, and this give you amazing result. If you're unhappy, just remove. I'm moving with the same custom made color or Light Mocha, and with the same 1mm tool, just walking around with small dots. And again, if you're not sure a little bit yet in your moves, just wait until dry out. Yes, it may take time, but you may be sure in this case that you are getting a good result. With the same small brush, and I'm using again this Almondine color, making some strokes around. The same suggestions. If you're not sure, just wait until small dots that we just made dry out. Otherwise, just move with strokes, and end of the strokes, as you see, just between the previous flowers. I'm starting these strokes on a line. I'm not sure that you can see because it's so light. And Toffee again. I'm starting like maybe 5 millimeters slower. And again, as almost, not exactly, but almost like previous row. Making small strokes around. You don't need too big brush for this. And last one. I'm using the same custom color and the same brush. Just maybe if you are not satisfied, take but a little bit bigger, not too big brush. And Light Mocha color, or this custom one that I'll describe in description. And as you see, I'm like going around the flower with these petals. And end of the strokes again in the middle of between flowers of previous row flowers. And this light color lighten up a little bit our paint immediately. I came back after everything dried out, and in central part I added again the same colors on top of the dots, so make it a little bit more visible. And I'm making small pearls, as you see. I'm not making tails, I just decided to go with just tiny drops, and this gives this pearl effect. It's so beautiful. And I choose a little bit bigger brush just to make next row strokes like whiter. I'm using Toffee, and as you see, I'm starting a little bit lower, like maybe 5 millimeters lower. And this time I'm looking the distance between strokes and flowers, and you can like choose, press a little bit more and your petal will be a little bit wider, and this way you can like regulate the distance between the flowers. We are all making this different way. It really depends how much we are pressing, tools we are using, paint, even temperature. So look at your paint. The main reason we are trying to use distance between the flowers and try to not make petals on the top of each other between flowers. But again, if this happens, no, don't worry, just not so important. Nobody will see this. Your paint anyway will be beautiful, amazing. So this is just kind of a recommendation. and finishing with the strokes. And it's already so beautiful. We just maybe add a little bit more details to make it just a little bit more interesting. You can literally leave it like that. I mean, it's so beautiful. So what I'm doing, I'm adding not too big drops with this dots, with this custom made color, or if you wanna more good consistency with Light Mocha, just on the top of first row of flowers, and this kind of will be between bottom of second row of flowers, and this making like plain for both rows. So like that, just add as much paint as you can. And 3D drops, art creation pearl white. We can play with details on top of this second row of flowers. So I'm adding small dot between petals and bigger dot between flowers. And this one between flowers, I'm making with tool like tail between flowers. So small one, bigger one with tail, again small one on the top of flowers and a little bit bigger between the flowers, and moving like that around. So hope you enjoy this video, hope you enjoy this painting. What a beautiful result. Hope you enjoy this, and see you on next video. Bye.